Yeah. I don't even know what happened there. OBS shut down and my computer kicked me to the home screen, which is really weird. Maybe a power surge? I don't know. What happened in the other one, Fat Red? It just totally kicked off, or could people still be chilling in the chat over there? He gone. Okay. Well, they'll probably figure it out here soon enough. Ed, I don't know what happened. The OBS, it said OBS shut down unexpectedly, and my laptop kicked me all the way back to the login screen too, which was kind of weird, so don't know. Maybe a power surge? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, for tonight it could be anything, any number of things going wrong. Like, why didn't I measure that before I drew that line? That went wrong. That's alright. We'll make up for it. Got 1 inch there, roughly. And we will just cover all that with trim, because that's what we do around here. That side might be a little bit trickier, but you know what? This one will have a narrow door. That's what's about to happen here. It's gonna turn into a happy accident. Okay, what is that? 2, 3. So let's just make it 2.75 inches so my brain doesn't have to wrap around anything too complicated. 2.75 inches. As you know, I make mistakes all the time. But for the record, I probably wouldn't have made that mistake if the internet didn't go out. Unknown RC, what's going on, man? Oh, thank you. Bless you. Thank you, guys. Put these back over here. Ed, go ahead and throw the Etsy link up again, man. Sorry. Just have that up. I also put a couple of like smaller dioramas on there as well. I know you guys mostly build dioramas, so I get it. You know, why would you need that when you build them yourself? But there are a few of them up there. Just some small things. I got like a dungeon room and a Detolf display. Thank you, Ed. Now, in addition to the panel set, you know, for these panels that we put up already, I'm definitely going to be doing more. And man, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember what I sent you guys, but I think I might have thrown like a little, like some small things in there. Like, I did these, which are pretty cool. I don't remember if I sent those or not. I can't remember anything, but yeah, these like little door panel kind of thing, controls. And then I tried doing these. These are actually in translucent. So, although PLA normally would carry some light, you know, at this thickness, but this one specifically, if you put a light behind it, you know, it'll shine right through. And the black will block some of it, so it'll, you know, you'll be able to see the outline of the buttons. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that yet, but it's a start. Actually, maybe a control panel on this dial would look good. Well, don't ruin the surprise. Yeah, I mean, it's not ruined, Fat Ray, because I can't remember what the hell I sent you. So, it's a surprise to me too, man. Mudhorn Station, what's going on? This is a small door. A small, narrow door. I had someone on Facebook comment watching one of my videos. I cut my hand 3 times watching this video, which I thought was pretty funny. Facebook is different, man. You know, Instagram has a lot of people that are... I mean, there are people into dioramas on Facebook. I actually... You know, when I started, all of Action Figure Dioramas was on Facebook. There was almost no one on Instagram. You had Dio Structure and ACBA and all like the toy groups were on Facebook. And there was a website called, I think it was Figure Realm. And that was big too. Doors on pirate ships are small and narrow. That's true. That's true, Ed. Maybe I'll make this door black, which will be different for me because it's going to be a brick wall. But maybe we'll do a black door. Do I really want to do that many bricks? I really don't. I really don't. Let's see. I see a red door. I don't want to paint it black. No more colors anywhere. I want them all to turn black. That was probably, well, for a while that was definitely my favorite Stone song. I don't know if it was the whole time. Will this make it? Oh, sweet, we can use the small ruler. It makes me happy. Oh, and just like last week, I forgot to mention it. If anyone who is a channel member buys the console pack off Etsy, I will throw some extra stuff in there. Just let me know who you are. Hello again, Michael Dumas. Welcome back. Long time no see. The Briscoe. The different size pattern? Thanks. Did I mess up already? I think I did. Okay, there I didn't mess up. So why is it messed up there? Oh, hell, I don't know. We'll just put the first course in and we'll figure out the alternating pattern after. Man, it's been a minute since I've done some bricks. I used to do bricks every day. We're back. That last stream was just to shake off the sleepers. Yeah. Doing bricks sucks. I know, unknown RC. They certainly can suck. You know what I think I'm going to do is... I don't know if I'm going to do it here, but... I'm going to look up some, like, fancy brick patterns and maybe try some of those. You know, like the repeating patterns in them and stuff. I feel like I'd rather do bricks over trees. It depends on how many bricks and how many trees, Fat Red. Even numbers? I don't know. Bricks are maddening after a while. Yeah, I don't like those design stamps, Ed. I know I can press them into the foam. And if I went over it again and like jazzed it up here and there, maybe added some like little pieces to make some of the bricks look like they're sticking out and stuff, it might not look bad. Maybe I'll try it one day. But every time I've done any of that and that I've seen other people do it, it just doesn't look that it doesn't look as good. It's flat. Garages, gas stations, or storefronts, yeah. Unknown RC, how'd you find me? Was it through Chooch? Or did you just find me on the gram or something? I can't even remember anymore. I remember Chooch was doing his garage. That was pretty cool. Dioramas on YouTube, and you were suggested. Okay, right on. Yep, it's time for me to just wing it. Winging it sounds like the move here, so let's go ahead and do that. It's writing the randomly in the name, right? That's what I'm saying. I built a garage for my RC truck many years ago. But did you use pink foam, Ed, or was it, you know, like foam board and other stuff, and then those, you know, those like roll-out pre-printed brick sheets? Wood for most of it, that's pretty cool. Functional lift, yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that's cool. all that stuff. But also like wood, you know, wood is more, I don't know, you can engineer it to do things better than foam. Foam's a little easier, and you wouldn't think it, but in some instances foam is sturdier, you know, it's more resilient. When you get wood down to like little spindly bits, it falls apart pretty easily. All right, Fat Red, you have a good night, man. See you next week, hopefully. I used to have a little custom tool I made for this, and sometimes I even use Lego blocks, but I don't know where any of that stuff is, so we're just going to use this pencil eraser. Seems to be working out not too bad. Whoops, sorry about that. Hey, there he is, back to crafting and chilling. Yeah, Kenzo, we had some technical difficulties. As does tend to happen. It's not looking too bad, not too shabby. Let's see what it looks like on this piece here. I don't even know if I have the T-cam hooked up anymore. Wait, here it is. There we go. It's a little bit of a short door, but it's all right. Yeah, actually, that looks kind of cool. I've done a few where I have, like, you know, it's not exactly symmetrical. It's like a little asymmetrical, having this extra space on the side. I kind of like that look, actually. Totally doesn't fit this scene, but hey, you never know. Maybe it would. One of the door control panels would look good. Yeah, you know, this kind of feels more like a modern thing, but I guess it would still kind of go okay. Maybe I'll put a plate down to stick it on, but I guess that's not too bad, really. We'll take a look once it's painted and everything, then maybe we'll add that on there. Boy, oh boy. James Lucas, hey, that looks great. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. Just one of those rando builds, James. They usually come out pretty good. Oh, the top. Well, they'll just leave the top like that. Yeah, it'll just be cement. But we could ding it up a little. We can do a little something here. I'll probably throw this up for sale on Etsy or eBay, one of those. I don't know when it's done. I've been trying to make things that are repeatable. You know, make one, put it up for sale, and then keep it kind of as the master, and then make more to order. But I don't know. I don't know. I never know what I'm doing, man. I had a guy in the Facebook comments earlier today see me cutting stuff, and I was cutting this piece, and you know, it's pretty close, but it's not quite. You can see right there, that line is maybe not even, a little thinner here, a little thicker here. And so I mentioned, you know, that it's not quite as precise as it could be. And he told me I could adjust the top of the wire cutter, you know, for more precise cuts. And I said, you know, I think in my mind, I think the more I freehand it, the better I'll get at it. And I'm just going to kind of keep going with that. And he said, I like precision. And I didn't respond to him, but I almost told him, you know, the line about, well, this is random diorama, not well-planned diorama, but he probably wouldn't get the joke anyway, so. But I chuckled. You make one of those door slots so you could look at it to get the password for entry. Yeah, you know, that would actually be a good 3D print, Ed. That would be a good 3D print, so I can just like repeat that over and over and over again. I did the medieval like door ring I modeled. It's a very simple one, but it's effective. I need to model some modern door hardware as well. Password is open up. Yeah. Password's cheeseburger, dude. Or today the password was toilet paper. I had to get some stuff at the old Wally World, and man, that place was nuts. No toilet paper, no bread. Exactly how much toilet paper do you think you're going to need for like 3 or 4 days of weather? It doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, if you have 10 women in a house and a giant pack of like 20 rolls of toilet paper or 24 roll, that's not going to run out for weeks, even with like 10 people. And people are just freaking out buying all the toilet paper. Doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, James, it's just unreasonable panic, you know. You watch the news and all the news says is everything is terrible. The winter, you know, a normal little winter storm it's an Arctic blast. It's a cyclone of doom and destruction, you know. It's always overstated because the fear sells. As I'm just flipping everyone off here unintentionally. The news said stock up on essential, so they just listen without thought. Yep. Yeah. Just freaking people out, man. Just freaking people out. And like at the very end of it, it'll be like, today's news broadcast is brought to you by Walmart. We definitely don't have a stake in this game. Go buy your toilet paper. All of it, dude. Buy all of it. Really. Seriously, you might need it all. Ugh. I think I'm done with this for now. Do I want to put a kick plate on this door? I kind of do. You know, maybe that's something I'll design in 3D too. That seems overkill. Yeah, people are buying stuff that will go bad if they lose power. So, like, if you're up north where Ed is, if you lose power, you just stick the stuff outside, and it's no problem. But down here in Texas, if you lose power, and the power is out for more than, like, a day or two, in all likelihood, it's going to be 50 or 60 degrees outside very soon. And that won't work for meat and dairy. Yeah, man, I like this. It's funny because I normally would not have made it that tall, but the limitation of not having enough foam just, you know, made me think of doing it in a weird shape, and that worked out pretty good. Yep, many storms I've had milk and eggs in the snow pile, yeah. Back when I actually had a backyard, I remember during the snow, I would just stick my beer out the window. I had a window right next to my bed, and I would just open the window and just stick a bunch of beers in the snow, and it was nice. What am I doing? I'm looking for... Where the heck did I put that thing? Man, my ability to lose things that quickly is quite impressive. Take it easy, Trip. They actually canceled the warning for my county. It's going to be too warm for ice buildup. Okay, well, that's cool. James, where the heck are you? Which state are you in? Mississippi, okay. Yeah, I asked, Punk is up there in Michigan. I asked Punk earlier if he was feeling better, Ed, and he said, yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm going back to work just in time for the coldest day of the year. Yeah, that's about right. Alright, did I miss any pins? Nope. Yeah, I mean, James, I only noticed he was sick because I asked Ed because he missed his Monday Night Toy Ramblings, which is pretty rare. Man, I do miss the snow and the ice, but in Texas, you know, we don't really get a lot, or hardly any at all. Where is my brush? It's a filbert brush. Where did it go? Yep, there we go. I don't miss the sore throats or the flu, though, that's for sure. Oh, yeah, they freak out. If there's like 2 snowflakes, it's like everyone's tripping. I mean, they're also not built here for that, right? So everything will freeze if you're not really careful. They don't salt anything. You know, they've gotten a little bit better. They used to just sand everything. But they didn't even have, like, when I first got here in the late 90s, they barely had snow plows or sand trucks or salt trucks or any of that stuff. They had like a few. You pretty much, unless you were on like a highway, you weren't getting it. So if anything came down, it just, you know, sat there. Two feet of the driveway. Yeah, send it, Ed. Found a lady on Instagram who catches real snowflakes in resin and makes jewelry with it. How the heck do you... Oh, okay, I guess so. Yeah, if the resin's cold enough, just like the snowflake, then it wouldn't melt. Huh. Excuse me. So obviously it melts, but that's really interesting. I guess the cavity being the exact shape of the snowflake, and it would keep the water in there, I think. Let's see, the temperature right now is 33 degrees. 33, and it's still raining. It's supposed to start, wintry mix here in a minute, if it hasn't already, and just going solid till tomorrow at 4, where it's supposed to start snowing. We'll see. Wait. Yeah. What the heck? Largo's in here? What's up, Largo? It's the late night Largo. -39 degrees. Add -4 with the wind chill, -19. Nice. What's the temperature down there, Largo? It's probably like 70. I'm just waiting for one of these middle legs to break off because I know the glue's not dry yet. Snow on the beach just looks weird. $69. Yep, I was 1 degree off. Largo, I don't mind the stormy weather at all. I like it. I hope it snows. I hope it ices, all that stuff. The only thing I don't like is if the power goes out. It's the only caveat that I have. As long as the power stays on, we're all good. If it blinks out for a few hours, that's fine. If it blinks out for 12 hours overnight, it starts getting to be a problem. Snow is pretty on a postcard, but I don't like shoveling it. Yeah, I get it. I don't know. It would be cool to live in be in a wintry area for like a winter or two, snowed in a cabin, living off the grid, as long as you have everything you need. I don't know. That seems like it would be kind of a nice vibe. Watching this reminds me of Otis Redding sitting on the dock of the bay. Yeah, I like that song too. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. Alright guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I know it's 6 minutes early and I started a little late. And we had some hiccups in the stream too, but the glue's got to dry on that, and there's really nothing more I can do with this right now. And I feel tired, so we're going to wrap it up. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Anyone who's not a channel member and would be interested in doing that, I would appreciate it, but, you know, no pressure. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate all the channel members. I appreciate everyone coming by just chatting. Anyone who's ever bought anything from me. Anyone just lurking, thank you. Hope everyone has a good weekend and a good week, and that the storm doesn't knock your power out and make your life miserable. Take care, everyone. Hold on. Wait, where's that button? You think I'd have this down by now.